Hi guys, Dr. Robin here, and I am reporting from the new office in Leominster. I'm so happy to be here, seeing patients, serving folks. I love it, and the overwhelming consensus is so loving from you guys. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it as much as I am. I wanted to talk to you today about some natural boosters for your immune system. We're coming into cold and flu season, and there are so many things that are all over the place about how to keep our immune systems strong naturally. It's always easier to keep a body and a system of the body strong than to build it up from weakness, right? So we want to talk about prevention today. The big player here is vitamin D, because this time of year we have a lot less sunlight that we're exposed to, and the sunlight that we are exposed to is not nearly as strong as it is in the spring and summer months. So it's not doing the job of activating vitamin D as efficiently in our bodies as it does in the spring and summer. Vitamin D is a really important support and nourisher of the immune system. Okay, so I would recommend and do recommend to most of my patients to find a good vitamin D supplement. Please be careful about vitamin D supplements, all supplements. You want to talk to your alternative healthcare provider before you begin taking anything. You want to make sure that what you're taking is food-based and as clean as possible, okay, so that your body uses it and doesn't become more toxic by the taking of it. The other things that you can do on a daily basis just to keep your system strong: go outside and take deep breaths of that fresh, crisp air, even the cold air this winter. The cold kills microbes, right, on contact, as well as the fresh oxygen, the fresh air coming into our lungs. Oxygen actually kills tuberculosis, right? So one of the cures for TB used to be go out and walk in the cold weather. Here's a little fun tidbit for you. But really, being outside, taking an extra moment, even when the weather is miserable, taking 5 deep breaths before you go in the house, parking a little bit further away from wherever you're going so that you have a slightly longer walk, doing an extra lap around a parking lot. You know, all of the ways that there are to sneak in extra outside time. And I would be especially mindful of that. I am especially mindful of that this time of year and heading into winter. The other thing that you can do that I think is great and that I personally do is I take an oregano supplement that's food-based. It's not essential oil, okay? I don't like taking essential oils internally, but I love taking a whole food oregano supplement. Oregano is a powerful antimicrobial, and when we take it as a whole food, it's not attacking our healthy flora, our healthy microbes that we need in order to survive, in order to live. It only attacks foreign invaders. It's so strong that oregano kills MRSA. MRSA is, a staph infection that's really nasty and difficult to overcome. It lives in hospitals. So oregano kills that, and I think that finding a good food-based oregano supplement for your family is so worth it. It will keep you strong. It will keep your system balanced. You won't burp it up. It's an easy one, and I think it's great to be taking that and vitamin D just about every day. When you get sick, right, if and when you get sick, at the first sign of symptoms, whether it's tired or a little sore throat, maybe you get a headache, maybe your back aches when you're about to get sick, you want to start taking some zinc. Right? Zinc is a great antimicrobial. It actually kills bacteria and other microbes very, very effectively. It's been shown, there are lots of studies, it, I think, reduces the duration of a cold by about half when you take it correctly. And so the lozenges are generally the easiest way to go with that. Again, consulting your alternative healthcare practitioner before you start any supplements. But zinc is a great one to do. It will literally just kill everything in your body that shouldn't be there. The other thing that I love doing is bone broth. If you're a vegan, you can do miso broth. Bone broth has a lot of wonderful micronutrients, including minerals and all sorts of things that just nourish us very, very deeply without being a lot of bulky food, which when we're sick, our digestive system turns off. So we don't want a lot of food, right? We're not hungry when we're sick, but you still want to nourish yourself. And bone broth is a great way, or a miso broth is a great way to do that. You can buy bone broth or you can make your own. Lots of recipes online. Maybe I'll post one. And adding into that bone broth, onions, garlic, and ginger. You can even add some red chili flakes to make it even spicier. You take this medicinally. You're not going to sit down with a huge bowl of this bone broth, unless you're kind of brave, right? You could certainly use it as a base for a chicken soup or a vegetable soup or whatever you like. When I'm sick, I tend to make a pot of it and leave that pot on the stove simmering or just on very low heat all day. And I take about 4 to 6 ounces of it every few hours. And I just put it into like a little mason jar and I take it medicinally. There are lots of great benefits to this. Your energy is maintained, your nourishment is maintained, you're killing off microbes from all different directions. It will warm you up. It will help you to break a fever. Fevers are good things when we're sick. Fevers mean that the body is fighting appropriately. So all of that is really, that's kind of the way to go, is the bone broth. The other thing is that you can take high doses of vitamin A and C. I'm not going to give you the exact doses in this video because I don't want anyone abusing this information, but when you have the appropriate quality supplements, that's really important, the appropriate quality of vitamin A and vitamin C, and you're under care with someone who understands nutritional supplements, you can take very high doses of both of these supplements as soon as you start to feel your symptoms, and they will help your body just push through that bacteria, that virus, whatever it is. It just really bolsters the body's ability to heal. And the last thing that's really good for the immune system is getting adjusted. There are different studies that say different things, but basically the consensus is that when you get your neck adjusted, specifically your upper cervical area, your immune system is boosted anywhere from 200 to 700%. I don't really know what those numbers mean in terms of physiology or your cell count or whatever, but even if it's less than that, even if my immune system was going to be boosted by 50%, that's still noticeable, right? I will say that when children come in, when they're sick and get adjusted, generally within 24 hours, they've turned the corner and they're on the uphill slope from whatever kind of illness they were dealing with. And I see that consistently, regardless of if a child's been sick for a day or 5 days. Within 24 hours, kids' systems just turn right back on with that system. So to me, that means that adult systems do the same thing, but adult systems might be more clogged. It might take a little bit longer. So those are some quick ideas for you, and I would love to hear your questions, and also for you to comment below with other things that you would like to see videos about. Again, I have a million ideas, and I do think I want to share a few recipes with you. Maybe in the next video I'll share some recipes, but I would really love to make relevant and appropriate videos for you guys. All right, so until the next, take care and be well. Namaste.